Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, what a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Back to Mixon on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson off play action. Rolling to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Browns at 4-3, a game over 500. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Watson on 1st down. Another completion here to Hunt, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 88 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Play action. It's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 46 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
In motion is Grant. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Watson forced out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 37 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, it's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
2nd down and 8. Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Watson on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
It seemed like things were headed for the red zone, but if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with 1 more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. York now for the extra point. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween.
As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a toss running left. Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. In motion is Grant. Off of play action, it's Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15. Check. Check safety.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Again, it's Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Watson now to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The York on now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Inside handoff to Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and it blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Burrow dancing to his left. He's got Hurst as tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Another try for Mixon. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Wilson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, does.
Now Burrow loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. But no help there as they'll get to him at the 5. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Pass complete. Hurst. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Here we go. Watch the whip.
Burrow steps away. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. To throw, Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And quickly another 1st down, but tackled inbounds. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Burrow. Complete to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Mixon.